So for the first time in a while, we're doing a double feature. And that is because we had to do AfterBuzz before we could record here.
Sorry!
Because the holiday season is a thing, you guys. It's a thing.
Sorry.
Like, at the time of this recording, we're recording, and then I'm gonna go up and pack because I'm flying home for the holidays tomorrow.
And
like, it's a thing.
I'm willing to take partial responsibility because I've been working late a lot recently.
I mean, you have been working, I've been working, we've been doing all sorts of stuff, and then we've both had something literally every night this week. And last week.
And then, like, I'll get home and I'm like, now it's time to do things. And then about 15 minutes after that assertion, I will be like passed out on the bed, just ready to just embrace the darkness that is sleep.
It's the holiday season.
The holiday season.
So whoop you and dickory. Yeah.
Hi, you.
I'm very tired. I'm very loopy. Gonna be fun. So, we have already seen this first episode, but we're doing it anyway for discussion purposes and so as not to have a gap. We have not seen the second episode yet, so that's gonna be a thing. Everything is a thing.
And people die when they are
People
killed.
die when they are killed.
And life needs things to live.
God
Everything
damn
is
it.
a thing.
Everything is a thing. Have a new shirt. This is gonna be fun. Okay. So before we get started on this gallivanting train wreck, before we continue this gallivanting train wreck and get started on this episode, oh my god. As always, this channel and this video are brought to you by Fred's BS, who may or may not want to be associated with us after we completely go to fucking pieces on camera.
Sorry, Fred.
We're great
Sorry.
spokespeople.
Sorry, my dude.
Woo!
Are you
Sorry.
sure you didn't get into my wine?
I'm absolutely sure. I don't like wine, you know that.
Well, cheers. That's a shame. It is
Come
delicious.
on, I have water. Anyway, Fred's BS. Those of you who have been watching this channel for a while, you know the deal. Breads and Spreads by Fred. Super good brownies, super good cookies, super good jam. Do the thing. Holy shit, it's amazing. Everything is fresh, never frozen. Everything is made in small batches. The flavors aren't found in stores. I currently have a box to take home with me for my parents to try that has Brown Sugar Buddies, the snickerdoodle molasses cookies that are unbelievably good, raspberry peach jam, and peppermint brownies with cookie bottoms. Like,
oh my god.
That's in that box right now that's going into my suitcase for my parents. And that's stuff that Fred sells. Wonderful, wonderful things that Fred sells. And if you are an LA local, you can do pickup instead of delivery. And for me, what that oftentimes means is that I get cookies fresh out of the oven. So
That's always a great day.
Oh, it is a
my
great
God.
day. Timing is a thing for that. And if you're LA local, you can do that. So yeah, head over to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off of your entire order. Right now, like at the moment, at the time of this recording, he is closed for the holidays because, like me, he is traveling for the holidays. I would imagine he'll be back within a week or two. Start sending those orders in for the new year, guys. Ring in your new year with some awesome, awesome baked stuff. Do it. It's good.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Win the stuff. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Since everything is a thing, you should do the thing.
Absolutely. Do the thing. Obtain some things for your thing.
Yeah, so cookies for you, because you should treat yourself. Brownies for me, and jam for your jam buds.
And things.
New Year's resolutions, guys. You should
Eat more cookies.
Yeah, absolutely. You should give the gift of sweet, delicious goods to all of your friends.
Yep. Just, they're so good, you guys. Absolutely do the thing.
So yeah, New Year's
So,
resolution,
yes.
eat more cookies.
We are looking at RWBY Thingy 6, Sub Thingy 7. I'm not even going to try tonight. The Grim Reaper.
Don't you mean the Gwim Weepa?
For those of you who were watching AfterBuzz, that was a great cold open.
Oh my god. I was so focused on saying never smile at a crocodile that I forgot how words worked when I said the
I
Grim
mean, you
Reaper.
got that out just fine, and then it was Grim Reaper.
Gwim Weepa.
And it was like, okay.
Gwen. We're talking
I was
about
like,
the
when we put a hoe episode.
Although, now that I've talked like that, I really want Chibi Maria.
Oh my
Right?
god, yes. Anyway, let's get this party started. We gonna be here for a bit. And click. As Gus shakes an empty box.
Ring a ding ding.
Oh yes, and we get some Genlock.
Yeah.
See, this to me says Robot Apocalypse. You know? The whole we didn't ask for this shit, and also mechanical spiders.
I mean, that could be just literally any war, though.
That's true.
We didn't sign up for this!
Genlock could just be another Gundam series.
Which I would not hate.
I keep finding myself with this song stuck in my head. That's not a problem. I just do. And I swear, I just keep getting fascinated at the very end when they cut back to the fight with the Grimm on the train and the camera angles and the switching from one character to another and just
I love
the facial expressions here on Oscar.
This is one of my favorite openings for this show, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a good... How did none of us pick up on the zooms into Maria's eyes, zooms into Ruby's eyes? How has...
Oh no.
I have seen literally no people commenting on that.
Really? Like
None.
No.
Zero. There were more people talking about Neo's umbrella that may or may not have been in here for a frame than that. Also,
you mean as an indication that Maria had silver eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, people have been predicting that. Like,
I know,
ever since she
people have
was
been predicting
introduced.
that, but I haven't seen anyone use that particular shot in the opening as evidence.
justification.
And I'm sure that many of you out there have, and I just miss reading your theories, which is what happens when you don't spend as much time on Tumblr as you used to, and you're avoiding it because of Voltron fandom. But yeah. But that's none of my business.
Love it.
So good. Still not over that fucking barrel roll.
Such a good opening.
And I mean, this all's pretty damn good too.
I love
The cuts with the knife sounds and the... How long do you think she was sitting there just doing those knife sounds while Neo looked around?
long enough. Well, I love it too because we'll touch on it when we touch on it.
But also that door is stone. And I love that it's stone now.
way we can accomplish our goal.
Can't get into that pocket dimension.
No.
Or maybe it was destroyed when the relic was taken out. Like it just went like and collapsed in on itself.
Excuse me.
That hat looks good on you, girl.
Get someone to repair your coat, honey.
Not to kill her.
But
you.
I really liked the timing with that because later on we get an actual ticking clock, and so it's just that boom, boom, boom.
I'm just gonna sit here and hold magma.
For real
In my
though,
hat.
girl, you think you can just find this loophole and Salem's gonna be cool with that?
You really think Neo's not gonna just stab you in the fucking back as soon as it's convenient? Cinder, she is gonna use you and lose you like everyone else.
Do we have an accord?
And someone in chat for AfterBuzz pointed out, hey Cinder, remember what happened the last time you shook on something? Like, whoa! Yikes! Cinder is one of those people where she got one thing and everything else just went to shit. She got the maiden powers and now her life is fucked. And it's just kind of like, well, you did commit a lot of murder to get them.
She wanted power. Didn't care how she got.
I still love that hood.
Damn that cloak.
That everything?
I love this so much. Behold the power of two hands!
Someone pointed out that her walking stick is just one of her broken sides. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah.
Gravity dust is so cool!
It's terrifying and I love, like, she's so great. Just, yes. What are you doing? I'm steering a Nevermore. This is how it works. Here, Birdie. Seriously, how many cosplays do you think we're gonna get?
All of the cosplays.
So many cosplays. Cannot wait for RTX and just all of the cosplays of all the new characters. Bonus points for cosplayers who have lights around the eyes of this mask and can light it up. I love this so much.
Oh, good.
And I mean, we saw the same thing happen with Kevin. I don't think Kevin's coming back to life.
I don't think so.
For those of you going, who the fuck is Kevin? That's what we named the dragon. Those good sturdy boots. And I love that just the Nevermore head is this set
Oh,
piece.
that's a fancy trick now, isn't
Reminds
it?
me of the crocodile from Hook. Just this big old stuffed crocodile. Speaking of, I love her new favorite faunus. Oh my god.
She's
I don't
terrible.
think you
It's
realise
great.
who I am. Of course I do.
Love the outfit.
Oh, the Grim Reaper.
You're the Grim Reaper.
Love
Part of
the
England are
outfit.
you from? The same one as Dick Van Dyke?
For the last 60 seconds of your life.
Bonus points to anybody who gets the sketch
That
she's
reference,
referencing.
But I guess temporary invulnerability is the thing for this. Which is why that all makes sense.
Even her pants are super cool with the stripes.
Oh yeah, the pinstripe, high-waisted. It's a good time. So the boss has temporary invulnerability and everyone else is just here to get their asses kicked.
Do you see these dynamic camera angles?
Yes. And just, it's solid fight choreography. It's going very quickly, but you can tell exactly what's happening and how the flow is going. Like, I love it.
Love it. Love her. Love her. I guess that's how the thing got broken. That's her cane now. God damn if she doesn't sell it with that scream.
It was a close call. I'll give you that.
That's what I noticed about this, is the scream just continuing to keeping going. Oh my
no.
god.
You know, the only reason my master wants you dead is because of your eyes.
How did she get out of here without her sight?
Or you might be able to convince me to spare your life.
Alright, Verve, what was that? I have to wonder if that was desperation or a plan.
Little of column A, little of column B. Oh, I love it! Oh, this is like both like the yes, that's amazing, and also no, I loved her.
Hiding soon after.
I can't believe it. You're the Grim Reaper.
Never meet your heroes, kid.
Legend.
I disagree. I really hope that meeting Maria is like something that
A good thing.
pulls him out of his of this slump he's in.
I'd hope so.
Showed your face.
But I just love her fucking backhanding him up in here.
Eventually, we came to accept that you were
Like-
probably dead. But the stories.
No, like I said, I love it because it's the most positive we've seen him ever since the big Oz reveal.
Well, I'm nothing but a disappointment. So you're well on your way. How can you say that?
Ouch!
Child, a
Ouch!
huntress is supposed to protect others to the bitter end. But after I lost my eyes, I only ever looked after myself.
Which was considerably difficult considering the lack of eyes.
Afraid someone would find me again. Finish what the others started.
And now you're back into hell.
You
Welcome.
shouldn't aspire to be like me.
I love her.
Especially when some of you are clearly stronger already.
Camera angle, yay!
Excellent cut to Yang.
That your generation seems up to the task of inheriting this world. I'm just sorry I didn't do more to leave it in better shape.
Well, maybe you can do something now. Teach me to use my powers the way you did.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because at first I thought that was just part of the score.
Same!
Oh,
Such such an innocuous ringtone.
Oh, thank you. I've been checking my scroll for your signal since we made it to the city.
The city? Huh? Wait.
That city that's way in front of us that we all should have seen and didn't.
Vomit boy.
Like, Yang, how'd you miss that?
And I know we talked about it already, but I love this piano version
it's
of the opening.
beautiful. And they just literally drive into a new season.
Apparently.
Yep. I also love a lot of people pointed out, yeah, they just kind of skip the fact that they're going downhill on a motorcycle with a cart behind them.
Argus.
Welcome to Argus! How the fuck? Look at how steep that is!
Oh my god!
We're gonna unhitch the motorcycle, we're just gonna roll the cart, good luck.
I mean, technically, Weiss could use her glyph semblances to like
keep the cart on like a track, yeah.
You boy!
Thank God
Maybe
for
don't
Nora.
scream that in the middle of...
Here!
Are you all okay? You were so worried.
It's been kind of a crazy trip.
Oh, she just
I love that.
I'm so glad.
Who's the old lady?
A legend.
And I really like this too.
Yes. Real good friends who are all still alive. Yay!
I'm fairly certain they're best friends,
Oh,
I
yeah.
promised, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or at least she's his best friend.
It's good to see you guys.
And he was
Well,
crying.
he straight up lost his partner.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the largest non-capital cities.
Oh, that poor guy.
I've done that before.
Hard to settle some
I don't know if he was going for a jog or if he was trying to catch the
Oh no, it
trolley.
looked like he was straight. He was
Yeah.
waving.
He's like, no, wait, come back.
Ah!
Early settlement attempts
Like
were
I said,
initial,
remember in London?
but colonists from Mantle were
Yeah,
that was
upgrading
rough.
the whole planet
That
to
was,
the
oh,
goods
2 a.m.
Sawdust could provide.
That was a thing. That 14 did not want to stop.
While it still falls under Mistral domain, Atlas keeps a military presence here to help keep the people safe.
Yeah,
and
long
to keep
story
safety
short, we were trying to catch a
safe.
late bus and it did not want to
It
stop. So
passed the stop that we were at, and we literally ran down the street to catch it
we had to chase it.
for multiple blocks. And while we were chasing it,
So,
another guy was running alongside us to catch the bus behind it, which had also skipped the stop that he was at.
Which,
I love her.
oh,
hey, Sam.
I am so happy with this.
Yeah. Oh my god, the animation whenever anyone does cute faces is just
Need to run down later.
so good.
Knock it off.
What? I love telling stories about my baby brother.
I am not a baby.
His
It's
rubbery
so
arms.
Baby.
Ah, thank you, Maya, for giving us this.
You're the only Ark living here?
Yep, moved the second I could. Sean
Look
and
at
I
all
are the
these
only two
humans.
living away from home. I guess he just wanted to be like his big sis.
I guess he wanted to get the fuck away from
Didn't
home.
deny it. Everyone, this is my wife, Terracotta.
Lesbians!
Why, hello there. Wow, quite a party. You weren't
Super
kidding.
casual
Could I
lesbians.
get some help, please?
I love it.
I love how this is just,
And you're
it's
sure it's alright
normalized.
if we
It's
say
so
so?
great.
Of
Super
course.
casual lesbians.
We're happy to house huntsmen and huntresses.
You all risk so much to
Why
keep
are they
people safe.
having
It's
Nora
the least
in
we
the
can
kitchen?
do.
She's gonna eat everything.
Especially for such
There's no
lovely
syrup,
huntsmen
so
like
it's fine.
yourself. Although I will say I was surprised to learn you had students helping you. Is that even legal?
Hey, adult, answer.
I love this
Extended
so
training.
much because it's
Trust
basically
I
the
was a
Wolverine
professor.
thing from
Even went to the
X2.
same academy
Like,
as them.
what are you a professor of?
Better than
Art.
you were there. Well, not better than me.
I love him. I was a professor.
But a lot of students.
Shut up, there's food!
Things I also need on a shirt, or actually on a lunchbox. I want that on. Why don't they sell a lunchbox with that on it? I'd use that. I love it.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Things I didn't notice the first couple of times I watched
everything okay?
that bit That Crow wasn't paying attention because he was just staring at Maria.
The technician for the town's relay tower.
I'm telling you,
Unfortunately, the
she's gonna
military's
pull him
radar
out of his
system
slump.
is also housed
Or
there.
he's gonna pull himself out because she's there.
I'm still holding on to my terrible he's going to betray them and or bail theory, but that's just me.
I hate
It's
that theory.
crumbling.
We're trying to make our way to Atlas. We'll probably start with the military base.
Also, by the way, Jean, friends, we have some stuff to discuss.
So, there was an apocalypse once. It was a fucking thing. I just love this abrupt zoom in and...
Come on, Winter!
I
Come
love that
on,
they were
Winter!
just standing there, watching the gates slowly and then close. Like, how long were you standing there while this happened?
Ruby, you have super speed!
Why
Get in
were
there,
the
girl.
gates not closing upon your arrival? Like why were you just... I realize it's because of shot composition, but really, I'm just like, okay.
I know you guys can't see.
Screws in teeth.
I know you guys can't see because YouTube does the credits differently, but this concept art of talk is so good, and I love it so much.
I don't pull these off of YouTube anymore. They're not on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
I'm
right.
capping what Verve gives
Oh, never
us.
mind. You can totally see then.
Yep. No. My
Forget what I said. My thing was
my
silly.
rendering life became much more difficult when they pulled these off of YouTube, but that's life.
But yeah,
it's
hashtag
an
legit.
extra step.
Alright, do we want to pause it for a minute before we move on to the next
Yeah,
one?
give me a little bit of time to actually like work with my rendering. Stop. Okay. A Verve believes in autoplay, and it's not a setting that you can disable. So it
lot of
automatically
sites do.
autoplays. Makes me crazy.
Me
Like,
too.
I really, really like Verve. There's just a few things that it does that are like, why are you like this? Autoplay is one of them. Lots of shows not having subtitles is the other one, because I watch everything with subtitles now. Which I need to stop doing for comedy specials because it ruins punchlines, but for, like, watching Voltron with subtitles was a godsend.
Watching a lot of things with subtitles is a godsend.
For all of the time that I watched Arrow, most of it was without subtitles, and when I switched to, no, we're doing it with subtitles, it was so much easier to understand. So yeah, firm believers in subtitles on the stuff we watch.
Especially if you're watching a show like from England or where a bunch of the characters are British actors.
You're thinking of Turn.
Turn was always very helpful to have subtitles on.
Yes.
Horatio Hornblower from A&E, for anybody who's watched that blast from the past, I highly recommend it. It's great and wonderful.
Basically anything with an accent that's not your own, where people talk quickly and quietly. That's always just like...
Horror movies too, because the sound design on horror movies can be really up and down, and there's a lot of ethereal whispers in a lot of horror things. Watching The Haunting of Hill House with subtitles was definitely helpful because of ghostly whispers and things like that. It's like, oh, okay, that's what the ghost said.
I've
Good to
seen
know.
a whole 3 episodes of it, and it's the last 3 episodes. It was good, right up until that ending.
Didn't like the ending?
I didn't like the ending.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
not
talk
gonna
about it on
discuss
Silver
it.
Screams at some point, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that one, that's a Silver Screams discussion, and 2, we're not going to spoil other stuff in this video when we ask
Silent
people
greatest
not to
people!
spoil. Okay, fuck off. Everyone knows that as a meme now. There is a drink that is a meal replacement drink called Soylent.
Yeah! What the fuck,
The
guys?
first time someone brought that into my office, I kind of looked at that and went, Kevin, what is this? Kevin, why?
I mean, we're just leaning into the dystopias, aren't we?
We really are. Speaking of leaning into the dystopia, we should do this next episode.
All right.
We should.
Let's do it.
No analysis on that last one, because let's face it, we did so much analysis on AfterBuzz, and also went real far off the rails.
We
Which
did.
is fun. I enjoy that. Alrighty. So, fuck.
What's the name of
Thingy
this?
6, sub thingy 8, dead end. So that looks promising. That looks good.
Oh
Looks
man, that
promising.
thumbnail.
It's
This
like
is the
we're
last
fine.
bit from the opening.
I'm
that
sure
we're
it will
seeing.
be.
I'm
All right.
so excited.
Click.
Everything after this is
Shaking
uncharted
an empty
territory.
box. Shaking an empty box.
New RWBY merch.
This is how the war begins.
Oh.
All wings engaged. Interceptors 3 and 4. Take bogeys 2 o'clock, Angel 6.
What?
Shit.
Stop hostile nanotech.
This is not a skirmish. This is not airspace confusion. This is not a terrorist action. This is it. The Union's making their play.
Huh.
Oh,
Cool.
that's terrifying. I love it. Hostile nanobot?
Nanotech.
Fuck.
It's like somebody took the technology from Big Hero 6 and is that it? Is that we get the guy in the kabuki mask?
I was gonna say that's basically the Big Hero 6 world in Kingdom Hearts 3. Shit going wrong. I still just love this whole little just awkwardness. Poor Oscar. His whole life is just
that moonshot just right from the get-go. So
oh yeah. Don't blame me. The moon was full and I was unsupervised. So many eyes, so many hands.
good. Hope that's not the last
Things that
we've
are
seen
not
of the
okay when they're
apathy.
disembodied.
Wouldn't the apathy be like such an awesome like comeuppance for one of the bad guys? Like
That'd
I
be
could
fucking terrifying.
I mean, it'd be messed up, but like I could totally see one of our baddies succumbing to an apathy
I would be
as
very
like a just
interested.
dessert.
I would be super interested to see Salem in the proximity of an apathy. Or rather, a herd of apathy, because I guess you can handle a couple of them, but it's when they come in bulk that's a fucking problem. Like, are they her creation? Are they natural? Has she ever actually run into one? What happens when an immortal person with a lot of anger runs into the fucking apathy?
She controls the Grim. I don't
That's true.
think that
But
would be
those
an
Grim
issue
have
for
an
her.
area of effect.
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is closed.
Oh my
What are those
gosh.
hats?
Have a good day.
But-
A good day.
Hey, if you don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood,
General Ironwood.
Oh my
God.
gosh, they're so anime.
Ironwood, then fine. But look, we have Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
Approach.
Fuck, that worked.
We weren't talking to you.
What is this musical style? Like, I love it, but what the fuck?
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Winter! Where's the cat?
Not next to me.
Damn it!
They were kind of super weird. Yeah.
Another set of Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
And they're just walking away. Hup, 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 hup.
Well, I may know this commanding officer.
That's good, isn't it? If she's your
No.
friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help
No
us.
shit.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
Oh shit.
Acquaintances? Not quite. A colleague? Former.
Enemies?
That's the one. Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and silently you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've got to be
It's the
kidding.
TSA.
Now,
Oh
let's
my
not give
God.
up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
I love her.
She got her spunk back.
Special operative Caroline Cordovan.
Not Winter.
Caroline Cordovan? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at her hair.
Oh my god. Everyone here is so fucking weird.
She devil.
They're
I see
friends.
you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say. Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us stay!
Nice to see you again as well.
Civilians are clearly incapable.
This is such an anime, like in terms of the line
Yes.
delivery.
So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words.
You bitch.
This base, that relay tower, the very to uphold them, as only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
I thought you were using smaller words.
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Elysian ancestors, and what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please,
She
we
needs
know
to
your kingdom had
chill,
nothing to do
man.
with the fall of Beacon, but we were there. No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk
The
to
general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail!
Oh
Do you
boy.
guys seriously have to do that?
It's got super fucking jingoistic real
If
quick.
she has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home.
And only her.
But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
What's that?
Whoa!
Racist.
And she's racist! That bitch.
Oh yeah? Well, your base looks like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I love her.
I don't, Weiss. I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second.
Good
We'll
girl.
find a way to Atlas. Together.
We'll jump the fence.
Legit. He's just slinking away.
Where are we going now?
Hey, Uncle Crow, maybe turn into a bird, get through the gate, open the door.
The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
You were doing better.
Uncle Crow, I really
I would
think
con-
we should try and
I would
come up with
condemn
something
him, but that would be the pot calling the kettle black.
Together.
Okay, but you're a functional
What's his
human.
problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
Oh.
Let's have a talk.
What is it?
John!
Oh, that was the talk.
Everything we did was for nothing.
Hard cut.
That's
Oh.
not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
Oh.
If Salem can't be killed,
Even Nora
then how
mad.
are we supposed to win this?
Killing her's not the objective! Someone will get this eventually.
Wow. Great plan, everyone. Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here. Are we sure about that?
Oh, fuck.
He's in your head, isn't he?
No!
You know about this?
He didn't know any of it.
How much longer can we even trust him?
John!
John,
How do
for
we even know
God's
it's really
sake.
him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
Oh, man.
Oh, there's that look of regret.
Oh!
Oh.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
Yeah. Processing time. You guys had a couple episodes to sort of decompress.
And
Slash
also nearly get
attacked.
murdered.
Slash get
Maybe
attacked.
we could all use some space.
Please don't leave Oscar alone right now. Please don't leave Oscar alone right
Poor
now.
baby.
Guys, he needs a friend. None of this is his fault.
Please.
Ugh.
Where are you?
No,
Don't
you
do
need
that.
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
It's lovely.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jean and his team when we don't even have a plan? The Crow's out drinking, the husband hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we could ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
How dare
You
you
know,
not carry the weight
you
of the
don't give
world?
yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Thank you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Lower trap, lower trap,
Sit
lower
back
trap.
down for Pete's sake.
Aw.
Let's start with what you do know.
Nothing.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something.
What idiot told you
As
that?
I follow Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me.
Oh,
And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day.
but yes.
I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Yeah, girl.
You
He
have an
must have been
advantage.
proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He
Ooh.
found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare?
They
Unless
probably got
something
killed
was
out.
actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful
Is her
tools.
semblance?
No
What
idea.
is your semblance?
Reflexes! A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen.
That explains
Combine that
blocking the
with
bullet.
my training and secret ability to turn Grim to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
I love her
So,
so much.
how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
A friend nearly dying. Or a friend straight up dying.
Stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking a semblance?
It's emotional, but more focused than that. Think. What is it you wanted?
To keep your friends from dying.
I wanted to protect my friends.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do you know that?
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
I literally found out the same time as you.
Oh, yep.
The god of light. His eyes.
I have God eyes.
Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But
Yep,
what
pretty
you
much.
can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a
I
means
love
of
it.
destroying evil. but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
I love that. Look at that.
That can't be right.
That shot.
You said the light only reacts to Grim, but I used it during our battle in Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Interesting. Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing?
Ruby!
She's got a grim arm now.
Oh, hey, guys.
You left your phone in the
What's
yard.
going on?
Please go get it.
It's Oscar. He's missing.
Gee, I wonder why.
What part of don't leave him alone right now did none of y'all fucking get?
He's too young to go to the bar with Crow.
Yeah, no, seriously. He is one of the only ones that was straight up pulled into this against his will, unprepared, and now everyone is taking it out on him for this role that he did not ask for and does not want. Like, his life sucks right now.
Like,
You want to maybe show a little bit of sympathy instead of throwing him against a wall? Just a little?
well, in Jean's defense.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, I'm not mad at Jean. I'm just saying that those who know better should not have left him alone.
I'm just like picturing, when we first met Oscar, he's dancing around his farm singing like there must be more than this provincial life. And then
Surprise! There is!
hard cut to Jean throwing him up against the wall and him going like, I didn't ask for this.
Just like, I want adventure! And then just really quick montage cuts of just all the awful shit that's happened. And then back, there's gotta be more to like, oh, honey.
Adventure. Why did I wish for this adventure?
I didn't ask for this! I didn't want this!
I'm sorry,
just-
I'll never ask for anything ever again.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lesson learned.
If anyone needs, I just like, yes, Jean really, really needs a hug. So does Oscar. None of this was his fault, but boy, is he taking the brunt of the blame.
Well,
I'm angry at the man in your head.
Well,
Sorry.
it was bad enough finding out what Oz had in mind for Pyrrha, and that ultimately resulted in Pyrrha getting killed. And then you follow it up with the fact that he's been lying about everything, and that now it makes Pyrrha's sacrifice seem in vain. So of course Jean's gonna take that out on him. Because they've known nothing but deceit up until this point.
I also kind of, again, and this is me from the luxury of being on the other side of the fourth wall and having to deal with a different flavor of apocalypse caused by a different mad person in power. Being able to say, the fact that she's immortal, killing Salem is not the end game here.
Of course
it
not.
would make things a lot easier, but that's not the goal. That's an obstacle on the way to the goal. The goal is still unite mankind. Faunus kind people.
Teach Salem a
sentient beings.
lesson is the way to actually defeat her.
Yeah. So
or bring the gods back and make their judgment wrath down upon her.
So everyone's framing this as Salem can't be killed. Well, yeah, but killing her isn't the point. And again, I can say that from the luxury of being on the other side of the fourth wall.
And that's the flip side is that if she hasn't learned her lesson at this point, what could possibly teach her lesson? And so I'm picturing, I'm like, okay, how do we teach Salem a lesson? Do we give her a pamphlet? Do we invite her to a seminar?
So your platypus is actually a secret agent. I don't want your pamphlets! Yeah.
Do we give her a podcast where she can just talk about life and her feelings? Well, even if she
could
made
be the new J. Jonah Jameson.
I don't want your damn lemons.
Moto's gonna burn your planet down with the lemons.
That's her semblance.
Burning the planet down.
What I'm picturing, she can't have a podcast because they took down one of the communication towers.
Damn it, Salem, you shot yourself in the foot.
Oh man, there goes her. What would her
She
podcast
becomes a
be
stand-up
called?
comedian.
Oh my god. practicing her tight 5 in front of Tyrion and Hazel.
An unreliable audience, to be sure. Yes, my queen, everything was perfect. No, I'm looking for feedback. It was all perfect! You're not helpful.
Well, then what happens when you give her constructive criticism?
She goes off the fucking rails. And suddenly there are hands. That's her audience. A bunch of grim hands just going from the floor and...
Yes!
We are so far off the rails right now. There are no rails.
What's the deal with immortality?
Yeah, okay.
It's a living hell, am I right?
Am I right? Yeah? And all's in the back going,
Aww. Stand-up comedians.
and
they
you
always
just,
my new
you
favorite
know,
thing.
when you've broken up with someone, and it was a bad breakup, and you broke up a while ago, but you have the same job, and you just keep running into each other. It's the worst.
It's so
and then you have
awkward.
to kill him again, and he just keeps coming back. All right, and now the joke is no longer relatable. You gotta keep it in vague terms.
I mean, like, he lied to you, and then you guys got into a tiff, and yeah, now it's really awkward. You guys accidentally murdered your own children.
Whoa.
Now you run into each other at the reunion every year.
And it's just the worst. And everyone's like, go back to the children?
Go back to the part where you murdered your children?
Or rather, don't. I'm not sure I want to hear this. Here we are, workshopping Salem's comedy.
Oh my gosh. Street smarts! Maybe those kids wouldn't have died if they had street smarts.
Or if they hadn't had emotions. Hey, there's a grin for that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So basically, are any of us at all in any capacity surprised that Oscar has left the building?
Poor baby.
Are we, like, is anyone surprised by this development in any capacity? That nobody who knows who he is wants to be around him right now, and maybe he doesn't want to be around either, so he just kind of noped out into a strange city where there are people hunting them down. Possibly 2 weeks in the future, possibly 2 weeks behind. We don't know.
$10
what the fuck is time in RWBY anymore.
$10 says that he pulls a girl in SAO and ends up running and hiding underneath a bridge.
I'm afraid that my leg will get me and everyone around me killed.
I'm afraid that the man in my head will continue to lie to everyone I care about and eventually get us all killed
Everyone
on
hates
an
me for
unknowable mission. I don't know how to mock that.
Like, everyone hates me for things that aren't my fault. I might be mildly possessed, and it's actually scaring me more that the person that is possessing me is incommunicado right now. Like, I know he's there, but he ain't saying shit, and that's terrifying. That's honest to God. Like, just, I know it's one of those things where it's like, it will never really be relatable because what the fuck?
But you can still put yourself in that.
Yeah,
in his shoes.
just like you know it's there. It's been a constant presence for a while now, and then you learn its entire horrifying backstory, and suddenly it's like, yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. It's still there. He's still there, but he's quiet. And it's just like, this isn't better. This is not better. Can we say something? Can we just say
That's
something? Let me
gotta
know that
be-
you're alive?
I have no idea what it would be like to have another personality inside your brain. That being said, I have no idea how isolating it would feel to have everyone around you like
hate you because of them.
Well, not even necessarily hate. Like, most Team RWBY knows that it's not his fault. But, like, there's still that alienation of, like, you're sort of responsible, but, like, even though it wasn't your fault. So to have that, like, alienation there, but then also have that same presence shut the door on you.
Like, you're the one that could fix this issue, and you're fucking hiding, and because I'm the one that's physically here, I have to deal with everyone's anger at you, despite the fact that it is not my fault, and I am fucking terrified.
Like,
and have you noticed that it's only the guys that enact physical violence on him? Crow punched him, and Jean kind of, like, yikes!
yeah.
And again, I can't blame Jean. He is still dealing with shit. He will continue to deal with shit for a while. Like, I can't blame him for getting mad. I wish we could stop throwing Oscar around.
Yeah.
I still can't blame him for being super fucking upset.
That poor baby.
I also have to wonder how they explained it to him because they did not have the
Also-
convenient gin picture book.
I feel like the way to, like, get the resentment to stop, at least on Jean's end, would be like, hey, would Piero want you to pick on, you know, an innocent person?
No,
that had
that's
nothing
a
to-
bullshit move.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you don't do that.
I feel like that's the thing that would get him to stop.
I think that coming from the right person, in the right circumstance, at the right point in the conversation, like, it's extremely delicate and situational. Otherwise, it's using a dead person.
Yeah.
And it's not going to elicit the response that you want. This is a scalpel, whereas in most situations, people would try to use it as a sledgehammer. And that's
Wouldn't be
not-
using it that way
But
to be
that's-
spiteful.
But no, if it wasn't the exact perfect right situation, it would come across as that, even if you didn't want it. It would come across as, you're using my dead friend, partner, girlfriend, insert term here, against me. How fucking dare you? Like, I can see that going poorly 98% of the time. That's just one of those things where it has to be exact right place, exact right time, and the odds of that are so low.
Okay.
Very tiny.
Okay. Thanks for squishing my theory. Go. I don't really have anything to say now. Thanks.
There. That is a baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And a really good lore dump.
Yeah, that whole sequence with Maria in the backyard, that was great.
That was beautiful.
The colors this season. Maybe it's just the contrast with the snow, but the colors this season have just been so beautiful.
Oh, yeah. No, the color palette has been great. And I just love the really weird ass white on white stuff that we're getting from the Atlas military. And she was terrifying.
What was her name?
I don't remember.
Cordova?
Something like that.
I liked
You
her.
know, let's see. Let's back shit up. Thank you, Verve, for making a super easy back shit up button. And see. Because she, really good character, got kind of terrifyingly jingoistic and racist. Real quick. Like, yikes.
I mean, I don't know what show you've been watching. A lot of people in the show are racist.
Yeah, but the full-on, like, Atlas, again, the jingoism is also kind of where I go, woo. Her name isn't, oh, Caroline Cordovan. Voiced
Cordovan, okay.
Voiced by Mela Lee.
I like it.
And Nubbuck Guard 1 and Nubbuck Guard 2. Nubbuck, N-U-B-U-C-K. Both voiced by Kyle. Yeah, no, it was very cartoony and very animated, but also the longer it went on, the scarier it got.
I think that's
Because
the
it was
point.
we understand Ironwood being cautious. He's not a coward. Did you just equate caution with cowardism? Cowardice? Fuck. Words.
Weiss said worried.
Worried.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's not cowardice. That's, you know, the world is going to hell and you're in charge of a country and you want to protect it. Like, I don't think it's a good move. I can understand why it's happening. But, yeah, being worried is not the same as being a coward. And the fact that you immediately take that as an attack is a
Makes
problem.
me think that the whole military sort of situation isn't nearly as strong as everyone would like to pretend it is. That's somebody putting on a front.
I honestly worry that she actually does believe that.
I mean, maybe. I'm saying that, like, just in general, that whenever there's this mentality of, like, we are strong, we are the best, if you have to keep saying it, chances are it's not true.
Who are you trying to convince? Although I kind of like the Maria observation of they just wanted you as far away from the kingdom as possible. Like, yeah. You take outside cashews on a flight once. Like,
And you're flagged by the TSA.
Yeah, I had to throw out a banana when I was going into Hawaii. I'm like, I want to eat it on the plane. They're like, no, it has to go away. Okay, fine.
If we're gonna compare TSA stories, I'm pretty sure I have I have it a little harder than you.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, I was just going with the lol food thing.
Oh no! Poor Katie lost her banana. So sad.
No, I was definitely going for the ridiculous food comparison. That's all.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to think if I've ever had to throw out food right before a flight, and I don't think so.
Oh, I've had to throw out food, I've had to throw out cosmetics, I had to throw out jam.
Definitely had to throw out
I'm so mad.
Lotion that I had just bought. Stupid TSA.
It's like, there's an Adam ruins everything about how it's all privatized anyway, and it's some bullshit. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that to Adam because he knows more about this than I do.
Yeah.
And yeah, watch that video. It's super good. Anyway.
This was great.
Wow, this was really great. She really needs to go back into the backyard and pick up her fucking phone before someone else does.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but like seeing someone throw their phone in any capacity, it makes me go like, ah! I had a very visceral reaction to it.
No, don't! Like, I know these scrolls are meant to survive a lot, but the tech support person in me just went, stop it! Okay. Oh, I think we can call this one because
this was good.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. We mentioned Silver Screams. That is our horror channel. It is Silver Screams on YouTube and Silver_Screams on the social media. Again, we talk about horror stuff there, and we do reactions to horror trailers. So if you ever want to see me jump out of my skin or her just enjoy everything. So basically, for those of you who really like that episode 6 reaction, Silver Screams. It'll be your jam. Now, if you want to support this channel, if you like it, if you like us, if you would like us to be able to do things like buy treats for the cat and stuff like that, there are some ways you can do that. We have a Patreon that gets you early access to Rooster Teeth videos, it gets you special reactions, it gets you all sorts of fun stuff. If you just want to throw a couple bucks our way, we do have a Ko-fi. We take commissions, not requests, commissions. I think that the people who leave requests in the comments don't actually get this far in the video. You know? But we do. We take commissions. And as always, supporting our sponsor supports us, so head over to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. Also, if you want to support our side projects, you got a podcast.
I do. It's a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost. Check it out.
And I have a podcast called On the Point, and it's all about Overwatch and Overwatch League, and that also lives on this channel. And I am doing unboxing videos for Fanversation, so if you go to fanversation.com or Fanversation's YouTube channel, you can find those there. It's a reaction video, but to the contents of a box as opposed to the contents of a video. Yeah, if you like this, if you want to see more, if you like these ridiculously super long episodes that we do, good lord. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Every time you hit the bell, we get a lore drop.
For sure.
Oh my god, yes. So yeah, like, subscribe, ding. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
This is probably going to go up after Christmas, but happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy not... What did they call it in that episode of Chibi? That, non-denominational winter
yeah,
special or
something like that. Happy non-denominational winter celebrations. Enjoy.
It's a solstice miracle.